Project Icosa is rated R.
Correct.
So any kids watching, you have really good taste.
Yes.
Content warnings can be found in the episode description. The land of Pinewood was the last to see battle in the Great War. After pushing savage troops due east, their final resistance was met in a land now covered with towering pine trees, called the Pine Woods. It is said that for every body that fell on that day, the day of Morgaine's interference, a tree now stands, and Morgaine's magic stands with it. The Pine Woods feel vast and unending, yet deep inside this less than desirable place, a civilization stands. Pinewood, named for its surrounding area, is a town of around 300 residents, mostly the families of loggers or the family of the Duchess Cortia Westport. Pinewood is not a place for dreamers. There's far too much coming out of the Pine Woods to think much further than the day-to-day, though guarded with a heavy hand by the local captain of the guard, Shale Rockbrother, threats seemingly never end, and the feeling of eyes coming from the shadows haunt all who traverse the civilization at night. This place, troubled as it might be, is not without joy, comfort, or hope. Within the confines of the Pine Wood lay Carver's Keep, a local pub and bed and breakfast run by Meredith Bannerman, a middle-aged widow, and her son, Gabriel. This pub serves as a home to a group of adventurers who have made themselves well known throughout the Pine Woods as problem solvers, who have made the nights a bit less cold. These travelers, all unique with their own views on the world that surround them, have come together through what seems like an act of pure fate. Hugo, a man whose past he has left behind. Alisane, whose past won't leave her alone. Gron, whose future has come at him all too quickly. And Zelgadon, who prays for the future to come. These four individuals, tied to the time that binds them together, don't find themselves in the warmth and comfort provided by Carver's Keep. Instead, they find themselves deep below Pinewood, in a maze-like structure providing waste disposal to the community above. Here, in the mud and the muck, they try to make right of a debt they owe. Our heroes have found themselves on a quest from the local barkeep Meredith Bannerman, to which their latest escapades have forced them out of good favor. Her son, Gabe, no older than 12, yet working as a busser at the pub, had been playing with an important statue standing but a foot tall of a woman holding a barrel, seemingly covered in gold. While playing with this ornate piece, he accidentally dropped it in the sewer grate outside Carver's Keep. Our heroes, trying to get back in Meredith's good graces, had agreed to retrieve it. What at first seemed like a simple task to try not to step in waste turned swiftly into an issue of navigation as the moist, moss-covered cobblestone tunnels twisted and intersected beneath the homes and businesses. It had felt like hours since they entered the tunnel, and they had lost their way back to the service ladder to the surface. Being guided by only their memory and a number of wooden walls acting as dead ends, the party continued and soon found the statue, oddly, sitting upright and surrounded by trash and rats. The light coming from the sewer grate at this point had gone dim as Remini sat and Hope rose. It was now dark, and all that could be heard was the sound of the muggy moisture forming droplets on the ceiling of the tunnel and dripping to the collection of water below. They ignited their torches and continued on their way, trying their best to ignore the sounds of scratching and skittering coming from the shadows. As you wander, the droplets seemingly begin increasing. What was once a metronomal beat is beginning to sound like a cacophony of droplets falling out of time. It has begun to rain above you, and worse so, you hear the distant cracking of wood as the water walls begin to fail from the weight of the sudden storm. A snap echoes as the sound of crashing water approaches with great speed. The tunnel is about to flood. Roll initiative.
Oh, we're just getting into this. Okay.
Here
All right.
goes nothing. All right.
Wow.
We're getting into this.
Right into it.
And I'm going to find music.
Great.
Do you want me to tell you what I rolled, or
In our private chat, go ahead and do that.
on Discord?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here in StreamYard works too, right?
Oh, no, I did mean StreamYard. I'm so sorry.
StreamYard? Okay.
That is what I meant.
Okay,
Perfect.
I
Not looking too good.
was gonna say, I thought
We're gonna fight the water.
run.
We're going to fight the wolf.
Thank you.
Trying to find good music for this. Luckily, all of this gets edited out of the final release.
It should be like.
There's this new movie called The Batman, and its soundtrack is pretty good. You could probably use that.
What a great idea.
Yeah, that's
Play the
surely
Morbius
not
soundtrack.
copyright.
It'll just be like.
We got this. So the water's coming at you. What you guys are facing right now is actually a skill challenge that you're going to do based on your initiative rolls. So as of right now, the initiative is going to go Hugo, Chloe, Zelgadon, and then Gron coming up the rear.
Chloe, that's so convenient. You named your character Chloe.
Sorry,
You're welcome.
So the order's going to go, if I may try that again, the order's going to go Alisane, Hugo, Gron,
Nope. Third tries a charm.
Hold
You got this.
Hold on. Ready? The order's gonna go Hugo, Alisane, Zelgadon, and then Gron.
There we go. Nice.
Nailed it.
Let me change my name on here to Alisane. Would that help?
Well, the only one who changed their name was Hugo, so I would just say
Right.
leave it, and I
Okay.
would figure it out.
Okay.
So what this is, it's going to be a skill challenge. You guys are currently running from the water, and you are dodging as you're going, trying to avoid slipping, falling, tripping. Use any skill that you want. Don't tell me what skill you're going to use. Just describe to me what your character is doing, and I will tell you the associated skill. And for the more successes you get, it'll have an effect that you will figure out later. So
Cool.
we're going to start with the top of initiative with Hugo at 14.
Okay. I am just gonna turn around and just try and do like the fast walk through the water and just
Okay. Roll me in athletics.
Okay. Ooh, 17.
17. Okay, great. So, yeah, Hugo, you're booking it. The water is about up to your ankles at this point, and where before I'm sure Hugo was kind of staying on the walls and trying not to get his shoes wet, that is out the window. He is in the water, and he is moving and splashing, and he's kicking up water behind him as he's not fast walking. He is sprinting down this corridor. All right, going on to Alisane.
So there are ridges, right, in a sewer, and then there's like the bottom part where the water flows.
So this is a tunnel.
Okay.
So
No
yeah,
ridges is what you're saying?
Go ahead. Well, so you're in like a circle basically. You're in like a pipe.
Yeah. But just a pipe, there's not like the sewer ridges?
The sewer ridge part is the part that's confusing me, but the wall becomes the ground and the ceiling becomes the wall.
I think she's saying there's
Yes.
like usually a channel, and then there's there's like
No
a
channel.
ledge. Okay.
No
So it's
channel,
all-
no ledge.
it's all one.
It's just circular.
You are in a pipe, correct?
Great. Alisane is going to plant her feet on each side of the tunnel and try to, like, jump her way over the water.
Acrobatics.
15.
A 15. That'll do it. So Alisane is like just vaulting from side to side to side at increasing speed as she goes, never touching the water, never touching the ground, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and going fast as hell while she's doing it. Zelgadon.
So I'm trying to see if there's any like spots where the water is like sections in the water where maybe it's flowing less intensely, or like for whatever reason it's maybe like a little more shallow and would be like less slick, or like just like a better foothold in general.
Roll me a perception.
Okay. Please. That is a 12, my friend.
Okay, so with a 12, you are carrying this torch in your hand, and you're looking around, and the water is starting to pick up below your feet, and it's getting harder and harder to not have your legs swept out from under you. But as you're searching around, you're finding where there are like rocks and like pieces of trash, and where dirt has gathered, and where like soot has gathered. And instead of like just trudging straight through the water, you're looking for the next thing to jump on, and the next thing to jump on, and the next thing to jump on. And you're just going and going, and you're avoiding this current that's slowly building.
Cool. Awesome.
All right, on to you, Gron.
Okay, so I'm just gonna try and tread water here and let the current take me where it will.
So Gron's gonna lay down.
Tread.
Okay. I will say it is up to about your ankle at this point.
Oh, that's it?
That's it for now. But you can hear it rushing behind you. There's a tidal wave coming.
Okay, prepare to tread. That's all I do, man.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a strength check to basically keep under control as the water is slowly taking you.
Okay. That's a 13.
A 13? Okay, great. So, Gron lays down, and like a kid at a water park, he just puts his arms to his side and lets that stream of water that's rushing towards him take him, and he just slips straight down, keeping track with everybody else as he continues straight down this pipe, getting covered in slime and gook and guck, and he is going bullet speed down this pipe.
He's Shawshank.
No, he's like a penguin. He's like
You guys take no time to look behind you to see the giant flood of water coming as you just race down faster than the water can move down this pipe, hanging lefts, hanging rights, hanging lefts, hanging rights, and you get to this big opening that seems like a place where possibly you could find a service ladder to get back. Now, because of your guys' successes, you will have... let me do the math here. So you all got a success. So you guys will have 8 rounds to find your way out of this sewer. I'm now going to move you to the map.
Ooh, okay.
Map's back.
In 8 rounds, the water will get to you in this opening. And then you will have 4 rounds before it fills this tunnel.
No pressure.
That's so much time, you guys.
Yeah.
We're good.
It's like almost a whole minute. We're fine.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm going to bring up the map.
This kid better be super grateful.
I was thinking it. You said it.
And then the initiative order went, I believe, like this. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah. It was me, Hugo, then Alisane, then Zelgadon, then Gron.
Yes.
So let me explain a little bit better what's in front of you right now.
Yeah, please.
There are large walls that go up and there are a number of canals that make their way throughout this tunnel system. Those walls covered in gross slime, and they go about 15 feet up. Okay?
Okay.
I don't want to be a
alright.
nidge, but those sure look like ledges.
You just came out of the pipe. You're absolutely being a nidge.
Okay.
We do be in a different room.
This do be a different room. There are ledges here. That's why I was being specific before as to there not being ledges, because now there are.
Fair enough.
Those ledges are 15 feet in the air, however. There is a set of stairs to your immediate left, and there are pillars that look like crossways that have about a 4 to 5 foot jump in between them. So they can be crossed, but you have to make your way to the ladder to get out of here, and you only have 8 turns to do so.
Okay. All
How
right.
deep's the water?
The water has not gotten here yet. It's going to get deeper.
Okay. Out high and deeper.
So, the stairs you said are on our immediate left.
The stairs are on your immediate left, right here.
I see them. Thank you.
Okay. How difficult is it to climb those stairs?
To climb the stairs is not that difficult. That's going to take
Okay.
just your movement speed to get up them.
Okay.
To climb the walls is difficult. They're covered in slime, they're slippery, they're wet, they're moist, and they go 15 feet in the air.
Gotcha.
Love that for
Okay.
us.
All right. So, is it me?
It's you.
All right. Yeah, I am going to sprint up these stairs.
Up the stairs. What's your movement speed?
30 feet, but if I dash, it's doubled to 60 feet.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself.
Okay, so we're gonna call this 20 feet. 10, so that's 30. And then another 30, which gets me to right there in the middle of that wonderful carpet.
So here's an important question for you. Who has the gold statue?
Oh, do we want to roll for this?
Do we want to roll for it? Let's roll for it.
Let's
Yeah,
do
we
a
should
little-
roll for it.
Let's just
Yeah.
whoever gets the highest number. Let's do
No,
that.
I'll roll a d4. We already have
Oh.
you guys labeled.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Love that.
It is going to Alisane.
Yes, let's go.
Alisane has the gold statue.
Dope.
Honestly, if you were gonna let us pick, I was gonna vote her.
Me too.
Of course, the rogue has the shiny object.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. So next up is Alisane.
Okay. Let me get back to the map. I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm also gonna dash 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That leaves me there.
Alrighty. Now going on to Zelgadon.
Third time's the charm, so we got 5 feet, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, because I stepped diagonally onto the, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And that is my turn.
We running.
Big dash hours.
Okay, now we're moving forward to Gron. It's your turn.
Okay, let me see what I can do. I don't think I can dash.
You can, instead of attacking, you can use your attack action to dash, which would be doing double your movement speed.
Okay, so I can do that?
Yes.
Okay. And each one of these squares is 5, right?
Correct.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 40. 45, 50, 55. So I'm like here. Right on top of you.
So you
Is that
can't share a
possible?
square with him, but you can go here.
Okay, let me go there then.
Okay,
Boom.
great.
Dashing.
Crushed it.
So, You guys make it to here. You're all rushing up the stairs. You're rushing across this kind of feeble cobblestone bridge, and that scratching and that skittering starts to pick up and get closer. And at the same time, the sound of the rushing water is getting closer and closer down the tunnel that you came from. And slowly from the darkness start emerging from these different hobble holes in the walls.
Oh, what is that?
Goblins.
No!
Goblins. Shit.
Every party's worst fear.
Bird wins.
As they start scratching their ways out of these holes. And you just hear them all skittering as they draw their weapons towards you. The queen! The queen! She has the queen! And this one,
You can't have it back!
and this one closest to you guys is going to go ahead and attack Lazuli. Or not Lazuli, that's her
Alisane.
name in the other campaign! Alisane. It's the first episode, ladies and gents. You're gonna get shit like that. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Rolling to hit. The first roll of attack from an enemy in our game is a 15.
That hits.
Oh,
Oh, crap.
Alright. So, with this sharpened stick that this goblin has clearly crafted out of different bits of garbage, with a blade on the top that looks a little bit like a squished can, he takes a mighty swing back, and as he's coming down with it, hits you right across the chest. Sharper than it looks, slashing you. It does 7 points of damage.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Okay.
R.I.P.
rip in the first 5 minutes.
F in the chat.
Seriously.
Across the chest.
Cool.
All right, we're moving forward. That's
Okay,
on.
so the new goal is protect Alisane.
Okay, so we go ahead and move forward. It is now your turn, Hugo.
Yep, take out rapier and hand crossbow, and I'm gonna give a quick little Zoro slash, as well as a fire bolt with my bonus action.
Alrighty. Roll it.
All right. First roll. That is with the rapier. That is a 13.
A 13 misses.
Fuck. All right.
So you pull out your rapier and you go to slash at him, and just quickly he ducks down and dodges out of the way, bending his back in ways that seem completely unfathomable to you, but they are flexible little creatures.
Ew, these goblins suck.
All right. Bonus
Sucks,
action with the
they
bolt.
suck.
Sewer goblins turn
This
out
sucks.
not so cool.
That one's even worse. That's 10.
That's not gonna do it. Slash. Nothing makes contact as he's moving out of the way, and you can see his eyes are fixed on Alisane.
Like,
Hmm.
okay. Shit.
All right,
And I'm gonna
Alisane.
use. Well, I got movement. I got movement.
Go ahead.
I'm moving.
He's
I'm
moving. He's grooving.
I'm gonna move over to here at this corner,
Okay.
possibly taking an attack of opportunity.
No,
if he so
actually.
chooses. Okay,
He's not
that's
going
what
to
I
take an
thought.
attack of opportunity because, like I said, he has his eyes fixed on Alisane.
Okay. All right. So I'm good. Would it be like an action to start hopping?
So
Hopping across these columns.
it's an acrobatics check to make your way all the way across. You have to wait until your next turn because you already used your action.
Okay, so it is an action. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Yeah, and I'm just gonna hold up here.
Okay, great. You're going to hold right there, and we're going to move on. It is now Alisane's turn.
Alisane is angry because goblins shouldn't be able to do 7 points of damage. So, pull forth the short sword and stab it right at his belly.
Stab it right at his belly.
Pretty
Okay.
please.
And by like can't be able to do that much damage, you don't mean in like a mechanical sense. You mean in like a moral sense.
Yes, and also I miss.
Okay. You
again, you're got like one hand on this statue and the other hand's on your sword, and he's trying to take the statue from you, and you're fighting against him there. So when you go to attack, you just can't get that swing in. You just can't get it off. So, yeah, you go to swing and it does not make contact. Anything else for your action?
How far can I move on a bonus action?
You still have your movement
Regular
action.
movement, okay.
Yeah, so.
Then I'm just gonna run from him.
Okay, he is going to take the attack of opportunity against you.
Bring it.
That's a 2. So he goes to pounce on you, trying to take that statue from you. And as he pounces, just smack onto the ground, like face first, like liquid splat. Like
Please tell me he's concussed.
Please
maybe,
tell me
but it
I
doesn't really
have-
matter. He's a goblin, so like
Please
he's
tell me-
equally dumb now as he was before.
So you're saying he's prone?
No. Yes, actually, yeah, I am.
So, because it's my turn now, correct?
It's your turn.
And that means I'm gonna have to swing at him with my longsword.
You're gonna have to, I guess.
And as I draw the sword to swing, I'm gonna go, listen, Mike, we really don't have time for this.
Hit him with it.
Would you say because he's prone, I have advantage?
Yes, I would.
Well, do we really think I need it? Because I just got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20's
Well,
gonna
you
hit.
want to roll the second one in case you did get a natural 20.
You know what? Excellent point. Comrade Hugo.
He's got
Thank
you there.
I'll go ahead and I just rolled it. Well, we're gonna take the first one because that's a 10. So the dirty 20 and roll damage.
Whoop.
So that's 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. As you bring this sword down, hi Zelgadon. I'd like you to go ahead and tell us what you look like, in the form of telling me how you kill this goblin.
Just real casually, it's just like I take.
This is your like slow-mo, and your name comes up across the title screen. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about my bad reputation. Like that's where we're at right now.
And it's very like, oh, okay, because I take no pleasure in it. He got in the way. He's very clearly like it's an inanimate object. Like so I just right at the neck, just like you're on the ground. Thanks for lining up the shot, bud. We got places to be.
And describe your character, what you look like as you're doing this. This is your introduction.
A 6'1", half orc with teal gray kind of skin and kind of short, choppy on top, black hair with an undercut. Swings his long sword as he kind of goes to move past this goblin who has hurt my compatriot and friend, and we're all covered in muck. And I'm like, yeah, I'd like to be back outside where I can see the moon and possibly the sun when we're done with this.
With less of a slash and more of just a backhanded smack with the side of your blade. This goblin isn't necessarily cut or slashed, more so just tossed over the 15-foot gap as he just like, and that's the last you see of him.
Yep.
All right, Gron.
And then I'd like to use all my movement to go next to, like, behind Hugo and next to Alisane.
You got it.
Cool. I'm gonna move myself. Thank you.
So let me see. How far away do we say this goblin up here is?
That one up there,
Up there.
we have
No, sorry.
the technology.
I don't know how to measure. 60 feet?
60 feet.
You know what? This one's a more immediate threat. I'm going to draw my pepper box, take aim, and shoot at this goblin right here.
Nice.
Excellent choice.
And now I will roll to see if I hit. Shit, wrong thing. Disregard.
You're doing so good.
Sawi. 18.
An 18 is gonna hit.
Yeah.
Tell me
Nice.
what you look like and give me your character description as you blow this sucker to smithereens.
Okay, think of Blackbeard the pirate, except he's also an elf, and he's not. He looks more like a dwarf. but very grizzled, long black hair, a big bushy beard, with some tattered, like Imperial Navy clothes. That's pretty much Gron, and he has this old pepper box looking gun that looks like it belongs in a museum, but he holds it out kind of like an old pirate, like that, getting ready to shoot, and then he blasts
and it does
at
that
him.
like sick like
Gron.
yeah. It says
Slow-mo.
Gron as his hand like moves in like it's one of the like 1990s 3D
It
movies,
follows the bullet.
and then it bullet tracks as it's
Yeah.
like
God, I just got pulled into the movie Wanted.
that's exactly what I was going for.
Water-
Go ahead and roll
That
for
shouldn't be
damage
a
so I can
complaint.
tell you how bad you messed this guy up.
Damage.
Yeah, roll for
is
damage.
A 10.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
the
no
amount of
goblin
damage I
there
did.
anymore, pal. There's no goblin there anymore. He was there and now it's not. It's just the wall turned red.
It's just a foot.
It is 1 foot and a slice of cheese, and that is it.
No.
He
Insult
crawled
on
out of the
top
hole and he
injury.
said, "Does someone say the clock?" He was gone. All right. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
I'm good.
Okay, you're gonna stay where you are, and you're gonna go ahead and it's the goblins, and the ruckus of fighting has called the attention of a couple more goblins
Joy.
who are crawling out of holes located all over these walls. This one's going to begin to sprint towards you guys, making it right about there.
Okay.
As he pulls back and just tosses with all his might a very small, sharp piece of glass that in the air just head over feet, spiraling towards you.
Who's this going for?
This is going for Gron.
I was gonna say. You just rolled
And
that
it
out.
just whips right past you.
Nice.
As it lands and clatters to the ground, and he's
Good.
just looking, he's coming for you. So that's their
barrel.
turn, and then circle back up. We're back to Hugo.
Gron's running away like middle finger up.
All right. Okay. So you said it's gonna take a full action to jump across these things.
It is your action to do the skill check that required to get across this, but you still get your movement after.
Okay. I am gonna be the first to attempt this. All right.
Go Hugo. Go
What do you
Hugo,
got
go.
me? What do you
That
got me
was hard.
checking?
This is
What do you got me
either-
checking?
So you can either do acrobatics or athletics. With acrobatics, it'll be more of a like, I'm gracefully trying to make my way across this. With an acrobatics, it's like doom, doom, like you're just
With
doing your
athletics.
best
You're
not
bumbling
to
and
fucking
stumbling,
fall,
yeah.
right?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna do an
athletics.
acrobatics check for this thing.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
Okay, Hugo, I want you to describe yourself in this moment as you are crossing this ravine. What does
Yeah.
Hugo look like, and what does he look like doing this?
All right. So Hugo is kind of like a bigger human guy, about in his like 40s to 50s. He got like graying brown hair, like salt and pepper sprinkled into there right along the sides, and through a unkempt beard that is covering his face. He's got like hand-me-down military kind of wear that seems like he might have just picked up from the local military surplus store. And from there, he's jumping across. He's doing it very delicately, but at the same time, you can see like the disgust in his face as it feels like he's just kind of doing tippy toes with wet socks across the floor. And it's just hearing that squish every single time. He's just like, oh.
Disgusting.
Hugo.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Hugo does that as he makes his way across. With every step he lands, a different disgusted face takes hold, and he makes his way across this ravine, finally landing 2 feet on the other side in a just patch of moss as it just below his feet is just
You just see like
sticking to his boots
a
and
physical shiver just go up his spine.
make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is where your backstories come in handy.
Constitution saving throw. That is a 21.
21. You are able to swallow that vomit, baby. Keep
It
going.
comes right up to the cheeks, though. It is just.
And he just swallows it. He's a man's man.
Right up to the cheeks.
Yeah.
He's cheeked up.
Yep. And then I'm gonna take the rest of my movement to get right over to this little spot right here.
All right, you get right to that little spot right there. And we're going to Alisane.
Are these here like pathways across the ravine?
Yeah, they're bridges.
Okay, then I'm just gonna run 5, 10. Here.
Okay. You run right there.
Oh wait, I have 60. There.
Okay.
Just trying to
Gotcha.
get away from the goblins. Sorry, not doing anything cool to introduce myself.
From the gap, not yet. When you have a cool moment, I will give you your introduction for sure.
Thank you.
You got to earn that on this show.
Yeah.
All right, circling down to Zelgadon.
I am just gonna. I'm just going for it. We're talking like big, like giant, like jumping strides across.
All right, roll me an athletics or an acrobatics.
It will be an athletics check because that's what I have a bonus in.
Let's see it.
That is a 18.
An 18. That's
Nice.
gonna do it. As you
Yeah.
clomp, clomp, clomp. You're hearing the sounds of these pillars supporting your weight, and with every one of them is just like a crunch, crunch, crunch. The next person to use this path to get across is gonna have disadvantage.
Sorry. And then I'll go right here with the last of my movement, in the hopes that I can keep Hugo from being Gerblined on both sides.
Yes, that being Gerblined on both sides is bad. Nobody likes that.
Did I stutter?
You didn't, and you shouldn't have. Gron, it's your turn.
Am I allowed to move and attack in the same turn?
So you get, for every turn that you have, you get 30 feet of movement, and you get an action. So you can attack, or you can use a skill, or something like that. So yeah, you can move and attack in the same action. That's your movement, and then your attack.
Okay, let me move.
You also get a bonus and a reaction, just to keep in mind. Those are the, 4 things you can do.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 puts me right there. So, do I make it across this little bridge? Okay.
Yeah, you can make it across there with no check.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to turn around and once again try and cap this goblin right here.
Give him a good old, give him the old iron.
15.
A 15. 15 is the armor class,
So is that
so that's a hit.
We love to hear it.
yes.
Roll for damage.
13.
13 points of damage right to the goblin face.
Nice.
Another goo pile is left in the wake
Oh
of
my God.
your iron.
Stupid bastard. Stop attacking.
That's what you said last time you killed a goblin.
Stupid.
That's Gron's catchphrase. Stupid bastard. All
Doesn't know
right.
any better.
So, on the goblin's turn, as suspected, more gerblins.
Oh boy.
Great.
What the hell? It's too many.
So are we 3 rounds in?
More Gerbles.
Right now, you guys are 4 rounds in.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Ooh, we gotta get moving.
How many Gerbles can we find in the sewer?
Does Pinewood know about this goblin problem? Like,
Big problem.
This really seems like something they should know about.
Yeah, they should get an exterminator, or is the
Yeah.
exterminator us?
I think that's just what our next job is going to be.
That's just me.
Who's to say that's not why you're down here right now?
The statue is just a cover.
Yeah.
So here's
Also,
something.
how dare they? Because how long ago did the statue fall down here and they were like, that's our queen?
So here's the thing about these goblins that some of you are starting to take notice, especially the ones who put themselves in closer range to the goblins. They don't give a shit about most of you. They are all making a mad dash towards Alisane.
Oh, boy.
Same with that statue.
So this one's going to go ahead and attack. It rolled a natural 1. So
It falls into the ravine.
it's fucked up.
That's-
It definitely
I was gonna
falls
say-
prone.
That sounds like an opportunity of attack for an Alisane.
Ooh, Alisane?
Is it?
Let's see it.
Okay. I still have my short sword brandished, so I just swing it. Just swinging.
Swing it.
11?
11 misses.
Yeah.
This goblin, you see the goblin coming and you pull your sword and you take that slash just as the goblin's eating shit. So the goblin goes up to raise and just falls straight down, and your swing just... You were going for where it was, not where it's going to be. It's a common mistake. People make it all the time.
Okay.
So that circles us back up.
Uh-huh.
Hugo.
Yep. I am gonna do what Hugo does best. I'm gonna walk right up to this one and just give it a little poke right through the back.
Give it that little poke.
Yeah. That is a 23 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
big money.
Right. That is D8. For a total of 9 piercing damage.
It's almost incredible how easily it is to penetrate what you thought might be armor, but turns out might just be cardboard that they are wearing on them. As your sword just like slicing into jello, it's just like, and you pull back and there's this black ooze that sticks to it as you pull out, and the goblin just like hitting, it's like fucking rock on pavement. Smack onto the ground, just falls down as it's running towards Alisane and just topples into the ravine.
Okay, and then bonus action, I am gonna shoot a bolt at the guy on the corner right here.
Nice.
Go ahead.
That guy, yeah.
Yep, make it happen.
That is a 21 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Roll that DiMaggio.
All right.
Crushing it,
Ooh,
man.
that is 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. You're gonna pull out your crossbow and you point it directly down. It's almost like you're copying Gron in your movement as it just comes down into
been
view.
learning.
And you hear "Spring!" as the bolt releases from the crossbow and just right through the goblin's head. In one side, out the other, and it just... There's like that anime moment where it freezes and it's like slow motion falling as just like liquid sprays out. And it
my
topples onto the
God.
discarded couch in the ravine.
Project Icosa is rated R.
Correct.
Only for mature.
So many
Alright.
kids watching, you have really good taste.
So any kids watching, well done.
All right, so does the one that's at my feet, does it have any like cloth on it?
It fell into the ravine. It toppled into
damn
the
it.
ravine.
I was gonna try and use its clothing to wipe my blade off. Ugh.
Good. This good. I would say as it was toppling, I think Hugo did this fucking awesome thing where he reached and grabbed onto it and just as it was falling he didn't do anything other than just let it fall as its own weight ripped its clothes and you took it and just wiped off your blade.
Yeah, just
That's
like
badass.
just like
Hard.
oh.
Well, it's a little less cool when you're vomiting, but yeah.
He's
Yeah.
as he's
You just hear Hugo from across the chasm. Alisane, I cleared the path.
Thank you.
Good work.
All right, I am going to attempt to acrobatically jump up onto these pillars.
That one's dead. I almost said attack of opportunity, but that one's dead, so you're good.
It's dead. Okay, acrobatics check. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Finally,
Hey,
the dice
Alisane?
stopped betraying me.
Alisane, tell us what you look like, and tell us what you look like doing this.
Okay. So Alisane runs up to the ledge. She's like,
Bullet time,
I-
slow motion.
yeah. She's like 5'6". She's got like white blonde hair that she's got like braided away from her face. She's covered in like these little scars that make her look even more pale than she is, and like piercings all the way up her high elf ears. She's got glowing yellow eyes, and as she runs up to the ledge, she launches off with a foot and does a front flip onto the pillar.
Yeah.
Because she's just that
Nice.
cool.
Ugh.
Now she's got 2 more pillars. You get all the way across in this one action, so keep going.
She lands confidently out of the flip and launches herself up to the next one. Slow-mo coming off as she makes her second jump.
Nice.
And then she deftly makes it to the other side, landing, and then tossing her hair back.
Superhero pose.
Gotta do it.
All right. Circling down. Zelgadon, you're up.
I am going to swing for the fences with this gerblin right next to me with my longsword.
Swing for them fences, baby.
Swing it.
I'll take that. That's a 17.
17 hits. Roll for damage.
That is 5 points of damage.
You do 5 points of damage as you swing for the fences, and you slash across this goblin, opening it up from shoulder to hip. And you start to see just black ooze coming out. But the goblin looks up at you, and he's fucking pissed.
And with my bonus action, because I have two weapon fighting, I'm going to swing at him with my other short sword.
Attack.
Damn.
I like to think in this moment, Zelgadon is like very confidently, like with the first slash, he's like, oh, I got him. And then the goblin looks up and he's like, oh, fuck. And he just stabs.
Right. No, exactly. That's a 19.
19 hits.
And that's another 7 points of piercing damage.
That'll do it. As
Hell yeah.
he looks angry at you, his attention going off of Alisane, just turning slowly towards you, and just with like a shocked and desperate just poke, the goblin just topples over into the ravine.
He's like, "Arr!" and I'm like, oh, like.
Awesome.
All right, Gron, what you got?
Wait, and then I'm using the rest of my movement to get over there.
Great.
Thank you. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay, so
Get
at
you
this
over
point, I'm tired of wasting my damn ammo on these stupid bastards.
You said
So-
it, pal.
I am going to dash across these pillars right here if I can. Let me see.
I was gentle, so I assume you will not be at a disadvantage.
You used acrobatics, so you're good.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 times 5, 50. So that puts me about here, 60.
So it's gonna be a skill check when you get to the pillars, either
Okay.
acrobatics or athletics.
Let's see which is higher.
Alisane's still at the other end, like at the edge. How are you gonna do this?
You can shove me out of the way. I'm in superhero crouch, so my center of gravity is very low.
I'll leapfrog on top of you, and then
That works too. Use my back as a vaulting platform.
All right, so I'm just gonna do an athletics check. Can I do that?
So that's your movement, and yeah, Lazaly's at the not Lazaly. I need to stop doing that. Alisane's at the end. So I don't until Alisane moves. I don't think you can go unless you end your turn on a pillar, and it's not something you want to do.
Okay, I will stay right here then.
Sorry, my dude.
So you still have an action.
Well,
Just pistol whip that guy.
let's just pistol whip this guy.
Okay, cool. Let's
No,
get
it's
you
in
in
pistol
melee.
whipping range.
We'll get you in melee combat. Now pistol whip him.
What would that be?
Well, go ahead and roll your attack and add your strength to it, or your strength modifier. So D20 plus your strength modifier.
Okay.
Like an improvised weapon.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's a 2.
Okay. So yeah, you're running towards the pillar and you look across and you see Lazuli kind of in a prone
Alisane?
position. Sorry, Alisane in a prone position on the other side of those pillars. And you know that you're not going to make it all the way across. So you just take your pepper box in hand and you flip it around to the other side and you catch it. You go to swing, and as you do, it just misses. You just woof it. As this goblin, like I said, they're, nimble, they're, flexible. So as he sees that attack coming, it's like his back bends like a snake vertically out of the way, and it just whiffs by.
That ain't right.
That ain't
Damn.
right. And for the goblin's turn,
I get spanked.
it's
There's
goblin
gonna be
time.
More.
More goblins.
Jesus.
This time, 2 are coming out of here.
God, are these things like fucking rabbits?
We get one that comes out of there,
Too many
and then
goblins.
another one is coming out of here.
Cool.
Too many.
We're going-
goblins.
These
Too many
two
goblins.
are going for Gron.
Well, see you later, Gron.
R.I.P.
14. 14 hit Gron.
Let me check, because it just might. Armor class is a 14.
Okay.
Oh,
So that's going to hit. You're going to take 2 points of damage.
good.
Plus 2, so 4 points total.
4
4
points of
points
damage
total.
altogether.
Yeah, altogether. And then the second one's going to attack you, and that's a 3. So he wolfs it hard.
Good.
Good. Now, these goblins are moving for Alisane. They're going to stop right there because someone's in the way. This one's going to get an attack on Alisane. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go unconscious.
So that's 6 points of damage
Yep.
total.
Night-night.
You fall unconscious. Now I'm going to roll a
No.
D4.
No. No.
On an odd number, you stay where you are and fall unconscious. On an even number, you're going in the ravine.
No.
Yeah.
It's a 3.
Okay.
So you
So she
fall
stays
prone
where she
where you
is.
are. You fall
thank
prone
God.
where you are,
Okay.
teetering on the edge, but prone, and the statue falls from your hand and onto the ground. The goblin's attention immediately falls to it, but it already used its action to attack you. So, for now, it's staying there. But the other 2 goblins are still going to... Well, one of them is going to attack Zelgadon, who is
I'm
currently
begging
blocking
you.
the path. That's a 19 on the die.
Great. Yeah, that obviously hits.
It's insane.
You're going to take 6 points of damage as
Awesome.
he slashes with his homemade weapon across your chest.
That feels great.
The other one can't get to you because the bridge is so narrow. So you're not going to take that second attack, but they are just scattering over each other trying to get past you. And it's going to rotate up to our main man, Hugo.
Yeah.
Even under being being unconscious, Alisane is like, "Don't touch my fucking statue."
Oh yeah.
Just
I
like,
love it.
like,
Don't mine.
fuck, yeah.
My shiny.
This mine.
So this
All right.
the statue has fallen to the ground in the
I
square
know,
next.
I know.
I'm
Yeah,
just reminding
yeah.
everybody in case anybody wants to make moves.
She's got one hand on it, but not as firm as she thinks.
She's
'Cause
got
I'm
a,
unconscious.
she's got a pinky finger on it.
How from trying to catch that other goblin's clothes, do I know about how heavy these goblins are?
You know generally about how heavy a goblin is.
Okay. Are goblins about are they like within throw weight?
I think they're a little bit heavier than throw weight. They're like heavy medicine ball weight.
Gotcha.
So you're not going to throw them far.
Okay. Can I throw him more than 5 feet?
Yeah, probably about 5 feet, I would say.
Okay,
Just
because
push him.
what I want to do is I want to throw the one that's in between me and Alisane. I want to grab him by the back of the neck and throw him into the goblin that's on the bridge to knock them both off.
That's fucking badass, and I'd like to see it. So
That's
please.
so baller, dude. Oh, you're just. Oh, you're an angel.
Hugo.
So you're gonna grab him.
Uh-huh.
To throw him, go ahead and roll me a d20. Add your strength to it,
Okay.
and we'll see how well you can do this.
That is a 19 on the die to make it a total of 21.
Yeah.
21.
Yes.
It is
Oh,
a
yes.
fluid motion as you turn and grab him. It's like a windmill as your arm comes back around and you launch this goblin. And he flies through the air and he's like, as he's flying, smacks into this other goblin and both of them go toppling. And it's at this point that the water starts to pick up and a large, just like a huge, powerful wave starts coming from these smaller tunnels,
Oh no.
carrying
Oh,
the
no.
goblins in, and the ravine slowly starts filling with water.
Oh, buddy.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Somebody
All right.
wake my ass up.
We don't have a lot of time left here, but there are less goblins than there were a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
good. Alisane, make me a death saving throw.
We're just gonna go right to it, huh?
It's a d20.
Okay. Do I add anything onto that?
Just a straight d20 roll.
Oh, stress.
7.
That's a fail.
Ooh.
You fail your first death saving throw. If you fail 2 more, you die.
Cool.
Shut up.
That's
Things you learned in a first session, guys.
Shut up.
I am tired of being level 1.
It's
That's
fine.
your
Shut
turn.
up.
Sucks.
It's fine. Shut up. As we go to Zelgadon.
Yeah, I'm like wincing from the fucking open wound in my chest as I like. It's like one of those dives where you like slide onto your knees, and I slide over to Alisane and I drop all my lay on hands into her, and it's just
Bless.
4 points. It's
4
5.
points.
It's 5.
I'll
5
take
points.
it.
Her eyes flutter open. And you're now over by Alisane.
Come on, mate. We gotta keep moving. Let's go. And then I stand back up and I use all my movement again to
So you used 25 so far.
Oh, okay.
Or hold on, you can move through friendly squares as long as you don't stop in them. So I'll say you've used 10 so far.
Okay, I was just gonna move back on the other side of Hugo here, so that way the goblin between us and the ladder has... there is no way he is shouldering past us.
Correct.
And that's my turn, because I can't do anything else.
Alright, that's your turn. Cool. We're
It's
gone.
much appreciated.
We're gone,
I
Gron.
don't want you to die, so...
Gron, how many times have you shot your gun so far?
Well, I'm keeping track, so only twice.
Only twice, great. Because, yeah, you pistol whipped last time.
I got 4 in the chamber, or cylinder, whatever you want to call it. So is Alisane still laying there?
No,
Alisane is
I've-
currently prone, but she's conscious.
And I've
So-
healed her, so she's got some health.
She's on her way.
Let me run this past you. Can I jump over her on the way there?
You will have movement after you get over there, so yes.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
fine
you
with
can
it.
do that.
Just don't kick me in the head.
I'll try not to.
Why would
Well,
you
we'll
give
see how
him
he does
any
on his
ideas?
acrobatics or athletics check first.
Okay, I'm just trying to get like here-ish,
Okay, great. Go ahead.
frankly. Can I do a little athletics check?
Do me a little athletics check.
Bum, bum, bum. That's a 15.
A 15 as you clomp, 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 and then you jump over Lazuli, legs spread out.
Alisane.
Or Alisane, I'm gonna stop doing that by episode 2. I guarantee it.
I believe in you.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna get a little rubber band and snap my arm every time I do it.
Bad deal.
So you do get 2 attacks of opportunity against you because you moved out of combat with these goblins.
Ooh.
It's okay. You're a tough boy. You're a tough boy.
You're a tough
Yeah,
boy.
you
It's
do be
okay. Hey, tough boy. Does the 13 hit?
No.
Okay, great. Does a 7 hit?
No.
Doesn't matter. They both miss, bud. They both miss, bud.
Yay.
And anyone who crosses this is at a disadvantage now.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going back over.
That's
What about bullets?
It's Gerblin's turn. More Gerblins time.
shocking.
Now that I'm conscious, can I grab onto the statue?
That's not your turn yet, but maybe
Get
soon.
wrecked.
As all these Gerblins are Gerblinin.
They sure are, aren't they?
They really do be Gerblin.
Can we blow this place up as we leave?
The sewers?
Ow.
We can't
Under the
do
town?
that. Yeah,
That's
we
what I said.
can't do that.
You said it, and I'll let you do it.
No, we can't.
I was just thinking about it.
Okay, so this
Bad
goblin's going to
idea.
approach the ledge, and he's going to attempt the acrobatics check to get across. He is at disadvantage due to the actions of Gron.
I'm big.
Okay, so this one's going to make it across. And it's going to grab the statue on the other side and begin running in this direction. This one's also going to try to make it across.
Alex, maybe you should roll your dice somewhere else.
What do you
Alex,
mean?
Yeah.
roll sus.
That's excellent.
Perhaps we need a singular dice cam so that way.
You don't want to see what's happening below the frame.
I knew it.
You want to see that?
This one does not make it across, and instead, as they attempt to start skipping across, the pillars start to crumble under them and
Good.
fall to the ground as this one is
I'm
washed
glad.
away with the current that's built.
Oh.
And these pillars are now gone. No way back across them.
Well, fine.
Good.
This goblin is
I'm
going
glad.
to move to the defense and is going to take an attack on Gron.
Oh.
And it rolled a 2, so it's going to whiff it good.
Is that the one that grabbed the statue?
No. This is the one that grabbed the statue. This one's going to move forward and take an attack on Zelgadon. And I'm never going to move where I'm rolling my dice. 13
No.
plus 2.
No.
What's 15? Does not hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. So that does not hit. As he just whiffs it as well. And this one goes to act as a sort of buffer on the backside of the goblin.
Goblin.
These goblins go running up. Nothing they can do. They can't make it across. This one's missing a pillar already, and this one has its 3 pillars gone, so nothing they can do.
Good.
It's going to circle back up.
All right.
What do you got, Hugo?
All right. Hugo is gonna do like a little move here, where he's gonna circle around this one. That's in between him and Gron, and in the process of doing, he's gonna make a quick little slash with his
Heavy.
rapier.
Let's hear it.
That is cocked. That's an 11.
An 11
Yeah.
misses.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. And then misses that, but then turns to the one that's right behind him and takes his hand crossbow and gives a little shot.
So you are within melee range, so you're going to have to roll with disadvantage.
No, because I have crossbow expert.
Excellent. Let's do it.
Nice.
Not only did I learn that, but so did our audience just now. That's how you run a quality program.
That's a 16.
The 16's going to hit.
All right. Cool.
That's a
Did you
decent-
reload the crossbow?
So reloading a crossbow is like technically something that I think happens as like a free action,
Okay,
as
sick.
long as you can only do it like once per turn.
Got it.
All right. For damage, that is a 5.
A 5.
5 piercing damage.
All right, you do 5 piercing damage. You put the crossbow to this thing's head, and you hear the as the crossbow enters the side of its head, and the goblin just looks up at you with crossbow sticking out the other side and rage in his eyes.
Oh!
But he's got a
I
mission.
hate it.
He's got a mission that he's focused on, so he looks down at the statue and just shakes it off. And now it's Alisane.
I would like to scoop up the statue.
The statue's
Once
gone.
again. Where? Who has it?
The goblin that I just. This
It's
one,
okay.
These
It's okay. You
motherfuckers.
almost died. You weren't awake, so
Yeah,
this
I
one
didn't
has
know.
it.
Great, then I'm gonna lunge
You go to
for
grab
him.
it, and it's not there, and panic sets in.
Yes. Okay, so I go right up to him and swing.
Swing, bada bada.
10.
10 misses.
I know it misses.
Sure does.
That's a damn shame.
You go running up and just rage in your eyes. You're not taking in your technique, nothing. You just want this goblin dead, and you go to
I have
swing,
landed
and it just right out of the way.
Zero
Just-
hits.
Right out of the way. And we are going to Zelgadon.
I'm gonna go for a longsword attack to the one directly in front of me on the narrow bridge.
Yep.
That is an 18.
Nice.
An 18's gonna hit.
And
Roll me
that's
that
gonna be
Dimaggio.
9 damage.
9 damage as he just falls off into
And
the water and is washed away.
And immediately I'm just gonna whirl around with the sword in my other hand and go for the one diagonally behind me.
You take that like stance where you're like sidestepping towards him with the blade.
Right.
And he's like backing up and he's scared, and you take that second attack.
And you know what that is?
What's that?
Do you know what that is?
Is it a natural 20?
That is a natural 20 for a 26.
No.
Tell me what this looks like.
So with just this like battle cry of like, because like Alisane was knocked out, like the one goblin's got the statue, like we're all covered in shit. Like I'm mad at this point. So I kind of like whirl around, and it's like the blade is just an extension of my arm, and I just its head straight off. And as I do, and like as I finish the turn, I give it a kick with my foot to like launch it off the platform.
Oh, we gotta get out of here.
As it goes flying over. And this
And
moment is so epic, and you're like drenched at this point from all of the liquid that's like dripping from the ceiling, and just like your silhouette against the torchlight as your shining face just drips, and you stare at this goblin as it's being washed away, and you start to realize just how high the water is.
Yeah.
You have 2 rounds.
I was gonna say, that's, yeah.
That got away from us.
Okay.
It's your turn, Gron.
No,
Okay.
wait.
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted, the second goblin I was attacking was the one that's between me, Gron, and Hugo.
Oh, wasn't the one blocking the way?
No.
Okay. Well, then
That's
he's
what
still
I
blocking
wanted.
the way.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
No, all good, my man.
Well, I'm going to say to my co-conspirators here, guys, we got to make it to the ladder. And at this point, I'm going to move a little closer to this goblin right before that bridge. You indicate that. Right here, and I'm gonna shoot him.
You can attack from the same square, so you can shoot him from here.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, yep.
Oh, I didn't see the other guy there. Sorry.
Hello.
I do believe you might be too close for a ranged attack.
Okay. Then let's
I
give.
think it's 5 feet. So like if you're in a
I wasn't sure if it
perpendicular
was 5 or
square.
10.
Is that 10 or 5?
Yeah, you are 10 feet away right now.
Yeah.
You could attack him and then move.
Okay, I will do that then. Let's fire up the old pepper box here. That's a 7.
A 7's gonna miss
Shit.
as it thinks off the back wall of the cavern.
Damn it.
And now can I'm gonna stay here. I'm not gonna move. Because I won't be able to get past him, right?
No, you can't get past him.
Okay. Well, I'll sit here.
All right. It's the goblin's turn. More goblins start crawling out the holes.
They always do.
Always.
This one's gonna approach.
What if we die on our first encounter? JK.
JK. And
We
this one's
spend
going to
2 months planning this campaign, and we TPK in the first hour and a half.
This one is going to make a run and is going to go out of combat, and Alisane is going to get an attack of opportunity against him.
Okay. That's a 21.
Oh!
Finally.
Crispy.
Holding,
Crispy.
My God.
holding this golden statue like a baby, this goblin, after dodging this attack, tries its hardest to scramble away from Lazuli with rage in her eyes as she Alisane, as she swings, finally hits, makes purchase with the back of this goblin, who, note, if would have gotten away in this round, would have made it in that hole and that statue would have been gone.
Yep.
Tell me how you do this.
Well, and you get sneak attack, too, if you want to do damage. Yeah.
Absolutely. He's scrambling to get away, clutching the statue, and as he looks back one last time, all he sees is like my ghostly white face with my yellow glowing eyes as I slash him right across the chest where I was first slashed in this stupid sewer. And I grab the statue as I watch the life drain from his eyes.
So, I don't know if it's much a slash as it is just a stab. Completely sick of the wild swings you were taking, you take one confident lunge at this goblin. Just kebab him on your sword, and he stands holding the statue in his hand. He looks down and sees the sword going through him as he falls just limp, and you grab the statue from him and just shake him off of your sword. He topples to the ground. This one's gonna make an attack against Hugo. So that's an 11.
No.
That one's gonna miss. This one is going to take an attack against Zelgadon. And I'm gonna roll my dice over here now.
Smart.
So that's an 8.
That does not succeed, my friend.
That's not gonna hit as he just swings rapidly at you but can't make contact. That's
And
the end of the
now-
Gerblin's turns.
Sure is.
And we're gonna loop back up. Hugo.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another little swish stab right at this guy right in front of me. That is gonna be a 19 to hit.
19's gonna do it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That is gonna be 9 points of piercing damage.
Slish, 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 and it just separates into 3 different chunks that fall to the ground.
Yeah, and then okay. Then I am gonna move here, and can I try and leap over the chasm? Right
I
here?
will say at this point the water is up to your ankles.
Oh, okay.
Come this point next round, it will be up to your heads.
Gotcha.
So there's not
So
too
is-
much jumping happening.
It's more of a big steppy.
Okay. Okay. And then I get here, I guess, bonus action, attack this one in the back with my hand crossbow.
All right.
That is a 23.
23 is going to hit.
I am rolling like crazy.
That's fucking
And
awesome,
we are
dude.
so pleased
Living
about it.
for it.
Not 9. Jeez. That is 7 points of damage.
As he just falls into the ravine and sinks. You don't even get to see him float away as the body just disappears into the black muck that is this water.
Oh my god.
All right, Alisane, you have the gold statue.
I am just going to come up behind my compatriots, not risking the contact of this last goblin on the bridge, and wait for my turn to cross over.
Okay.
Firmly grasping it.
Firmly grasping it.
Firmly grasping.
Okay, Zelgadon.
You already know what's going on. A
hit him
longsword
with it.
swing to this goblin.
To the gooble.
That is not going to hit because that is an 8. So I'm going to use my bonus action to swing my
That's
short sword.
All right.
That is maybe going to hit? No. Yeah, 15?
15 hits.
God
Nice.
bless. And that is 7 points of damage.
Alrighty. And he is just knocked off the bridge.
And I'm gonna go, we're out of time! And I'm gonna just head straight to the ladder and start climbing.
You're sludging your way across, you make it to the ladder, and you start climbing. You're gonna
We do
make
be
your way
swimming,
out.
though.
Oh, you actually don't make it out yet.
But I'm on the ladder.
You're on the ladder.
Cool.
The first to the ladder. Okay. Now Gron.
Do I have enough movement to make it to the ladder? Let's see.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
I'm gonna count real quick. Yeah, I'm good. Here I am. Right behind you. I think that's all I can do.
Am I
Oh,
like
complete my
halfway
turn.
up the ladder?
I'm just correct.
You're at the top of the ladder, and you've now noticed a problem because the manhole cover is heavy as fuck.
Okay. Thank you.
And you can communicate that to the rest of the group.
Yep. We got a bit of a problem, mates. I think the manhole cover is stuck. And I'm like,
Well, push harder!
yeah, no shit, mate.
As more goblins come.
Oh my god.
Swimming. They're just.
They're
They
being
got shitty knives held in their teeth.
they're
This is
being
my statue!
flooded out of their tunnels.
They can't even attack. They can't swim.
You're making a lot of assumptions about goblins today.
They're too dumb to swim.
That is just a hugely racist statement.
Okay, J.K. Rowling.
Wow.
And they're making moves towards you.
And I took that personally.
Lastly, they're going to be 2 attacks against you.
Alisane.
Sorry, Alisane. There are going to be 2 attacks against you, and I will remember that your name's changed in a brand new game. Next episode, I won't do it again. Or everyone gets inspiration.
We could just
How
use
long
that
are you
inspiration now.
16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 6.
Guess
Ooh.
what? Your girl hits the bricks.
She hits the bricks.
The wet bricks.
All right. So you hit the bricks, and this goblin is going to use its actions to grab the gold statue. He can't move, but he's got it now. As the
Which one
water
was
is
it,
still
top or
going
bottom?
up. Bottom.
Okay.
And we move to Hugo.
All right, it's me, your boy, Hugo.
We need those. Oh fuck!
Yeah, I'm gonna take a rapier, little slishy slash at the guy who just knocked my girl out.
Take a little rapier slishy slash.
Thanks.
That is a 17.
This goblin is wading water with one statue in its hand, and he's just trying to keep above, and you just come down with your sword on him and just into the water. What's your damage? What's your damage?
Yeah, my damage. That's an 8. I got 8 damage.
8? Dead. You just
okay.
As he like falls to the ground.
Okay, and I'm gonna
sinking slowly.
With my bonus action and movement or whatever I got, I'm gonna grab the statue in Alisane and try and make my way over to the ladder.
Okay, how much movement you got left?
I moved.
You got 25 feet.
25 feet.
Okay, you got 25 feet. You're taking Alisane with you as you go.
Yeah.
Okay, Alisane, make me a death saving throw.
Does her death saves reset, right? Because she got healed back up?
Yeah.
Great, that's what I thought.
2.
That's a fail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
I was saying, put yourself like right here at the base of this ladder.
Stomp it.
Okay, so now it's gonna come to this. Zelgadon, you were the first up the ladder. It's a strength check to get this thing off. And it's not easy for a level 1 character.
Can I help him?
I would say you can assist him, yes, so roll it with advantage.
I'm gonna push on his butt as he's trying to.
I don't get fresh with me, mate.
Okay,
Giving you a hand.
You decide if because of that you roll with advantage or disadvantage.
It's
I'm
advantage.
not being sexual about it.
No,
that
it's
is
just
a
a vantage point.
17.
A 17, you're pushing as hard as you can, and you're pushing and your arms are straining, and you can feel them shake as you push. These things are not light. They're meant to hold back water that floods through them. As you push and finally push it over to the side as it opens up, and you pull yourself up, gasping for air as this thing is starting to take you, and you reach your hand down and you grab Gron and you pull him up.
We gotta get out of there.
You reach down, you grab Lazaly's body from Hugo.
Alisane's.
Everyone
We're
gets
gonna trade it
inspiration.
out.
Everybody gets inspiration. You grab Alisane's body from Hugo, who at this point is like gasping for air, just his face above water, and he's making his way up as he's going. And Hugo, you feel something grab you. As just more and more of these hands are on your body, and they're pulling. Make me a strength check to fight the goblins off who are trying to keep you from leaving.
I would like to like have him by the shoulders, and I'm trying to help lift him out.
Okay, you have him by the shoulders. You're trying to help lift him out. Go ahead and grant advantage for that.
First one is a 6.
Okay.
Second one is a 10.
Okay. You are fighting with all of your might. And usually you're so strong in moments like these, but you're wearing wet clothes and it's slippery and your friend's arm is just slipping out. Your grasp, you just can't grip onto his arms, and you're sliding, and you're just hand in hand, fingertip and fingertip, and you feel it pulling and pulling you in. And then just a feat of strength as Zelgadon just launches you out of the manhole. Your legs covered in goblins that all just get up and scurry away as they are revealed to the common man in this civilization. And you look around, the streets are empty. It's pitch black outside, other than a few guards left to stand watch in this storm. You are wet, but you have the statue, and you seemingly have gotten away.
I'm lying on the ground, just...
We all got out.
Everybody got out.
I crawl over to Alisane, and I'm
Alisane is currently laying unconscious on the ground.
I crawl over to Alisane, and I'm looking her over for, like, general wounds, and I'm digging into my equipment to see if I have, like, any bandages or anything like that.
Do you have anything like that?
have... No. I have a mess kit.
A mess kit?
So
I don't
spoon,
think.
plate, and
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not medicine or bandages. So
Just rip off the bottom of my shirt and tie up whatever's bleeding. I'll be fine.
that is something I am not smart enough to think of. I'm a very low intelligence character.
I'm unconscious.
So she's unconscious right now, and you're looking around. You have the open pine wood in front of you. What's your guys' next move? You guys have come up from the manhole right here.
Oh shit! We got the first aid place right there.
We need to find her some help. I think we should go to the first
Take me to
aid
the
place.
ready med.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense, mate. And I'm just gonna like fucking.
He's like ripping her clothes apart and like not understanding like how to bandage. But he's first aid right there. Yes.
I'm gonna go. Thank God, and pick her up and like start trudging over towards.
Okay, you
as we're running, it's just you go.
I will
Help!
say
Help!
in this time, Alisane, make me another death saving throw. Opened. Gives you a nod, and a couple of nurses come up as they kind of wheel her back behind a curtain, and one quickly closes the curtain to give a bit of privacy, and you guys are left waiting for Alisane.
I think she'll make it, you guys.
You guys sit for a while, warming up by the fire. Within the residential care center and first aid. Thinking over the actions that you took while down in the tunnels, what you could have done, what you did do, and how lucky you are to have made it out. And you keep staring at this statue in your hand. I would say, Zelgadon, you're probably the one who has it. You probably grabbed it when Lazuli fainted. Not Alisane. When Alisane fainted. And you're looking it over, and it's so familiar, and there are parts of the statue that just don't make sense to you.
Mm-hmm.
The base isn't flat on the bottom, so it's not meant to stand. There's a sort of a circular sort of tube or something like that. And the head is weirdly mobile. You can like screw it on and off. You just kind of mess around with it for a while, and eventually the nurses come back. We think she's going to be okay. It's good that you got her here when you did. Couple of bad wounds down there, huh?
Place is crawling with goblins.
Is
Way
this
more than I expected.
So, how many? 8, 9?
I look at Gron and Hugo. I mean, at least. Probably way more.
They're probably missing now about 7 or 8, but
Yeah.
I'd say there's probably about 10 to 15 more.
We killed enough.
Yeah.
The nurse kind of looks over to the rest of the staff and points to a younger girl with blonde hair and a bonnet. Says, "Mary, run and tell the captain about that. They're going to want to get down there immediately. And for the rest of you, give her the night. She'll be right by morning."
Thank you.
All right. Well,
You guys have the rest of the pine wood.
Yeah. What do you say? We just go. We go deliver this thing, and then hopefully we can. That's enough to earn us a night, at the Kava's Keep.
It's a good plan. We should
Yeah,
get our pay, but make sure that Alisane gets some as well.
I'll make sure of it.
Oh, for sure.
And I could also
Heavens knows she sacrificed the most.
easily. I'm also ready for a rest myself.
So you guys head back to Carver's Keep. It's lively. Most people want to be inside during times like this, and the Keep is a great place to do that. So there are a number of people who are drinking and toasting and having a good time. As I move everyone into their correct spots.
I'm gonna start trying to look around for the kid who lost the statue.
Okay. Go ahead, and it's kind of hard to spot him. In the hustle and bustle of the bar, he's short and he moves quick.
Right.
So go ahead and roll me a perception.
That's a dirty 23.
A dirty 23.
It's a natural 18. But I mean, you did say he was hard to find, so I could roll with disadvantage if you feel so inclined.
No, I think that you're good.
Thank you.
A bard plays in the corner as you're looking around, and it's warm in here. Your clothes are still sopping wet. This is the place where you guys have been staying. You could easily go upstairs and change again. But as you're looking around, you're kind of squishing your wet shoes on the floor as you're making your rounds trying to find Gabe. And eventually you do happen upon him as he's wiping down a table really quick. And as soon as he wipes it down, people are taking the table. Like, people stand, he wipes it down, other people take the table. Wipes it down. He's hard to catch because he is just swerving in between people. And he's, like, grabbing tips off tables. He's, like, grabbing mugs, running back to his mom. But you are able to eventually kind of get in front of him and stop him in his trail. And he just kind of looks up to you and he goes, "Oh, hello?"
And I just hold it in front of me and I say, "You can have it back, but you got to tell me about it. I want to know what it is."
I don't know much about it. I mean, it's shiny and it's... You don't get a lot of toys around here, so... You think with a place called Carver's Keep, somebody would make something, but just boats and dumb stuff.
Where did you find this?
I took it from my mom.
And where's your mom at this hour?
She's over there behind the bar. She's serving drinks.
So I'll give it back to you. I promise.
Okay.
But I'd like to go ask your mum about it if that's all right. I promise.
She's
I'll
already
do.
really cross with me for even losing it. You're going to remind her. I was hoping she'd just forget about it.
And all right, does it have a name? Because I can just give it back to you, and then I can ask your mum about it. But I've got to know more about it.
I think she calls it, like... Tap?
Tip?
Tap?
And I look at Hugo and Gron like, you heard me. You heard that? Like, that's what I'm saying, like, with my expression. Like tip?
Like an ale tap, like something you put into a barrel.
I start tapping Hugo, like, tip.
Tap, yeah, it's tap.
All right.
Okay.
As he says that, and especially as Hugo clarifies what a tap is, you start to realize what the pieces were that you were looking at. The circular spout at the bottom, the turnable head. It is a tap. An ornate tap, but a tap nonetheless.
Got it. And you said it was, like, vaguely... Like, it was a statue resembling...
A woman. It is seemingly gold in color, in the shape of a woman. When you turn the head, it opens a spout. Located at the bottom.
Okay, so your mom had us go fetch a decorative tap.
She's pretty cross with you guys, too, so yeah, that sounds like something she'd do.
Okay, you know what, Zelgadon? I don't think we're gonna give him I think we're just gonna go give this to his mother.
As much as I don't like it, I think it's probably the best course of action.
There's more to the story.
Let's-
I just know it.
Yeah,
you said-
I agree.
But you said that you give it back to me. That's what you said.
Yeah, well,
Listen,
the
mate,
thing
if
is
your mum's
we
not
need-
using it, she'll give it to you.
If she's not gonna give it back to me, you saw what happened last night. That she gave it to me and didn't work out and fell in the grave.
And we brought it back. And you know that won't happen every time. But that's how you learn to be responsible.
Listen, little boy, what if I gave you a different toy? Would that be better?
His eyes
Gron-
sort of get wide.
Gron, do not give this child a gun.
I'm going to draw my gun and
Oh my
unload one of the
God.
cartridges from the cylinder and give it to him. This is what's called a bullet. You have to be very careful with it. It has tremendous power.
Oh wow! What does it do? Does it like grant wishes?
No.
It can protect you, and it can protect the ones that you love most.
Wow!
But
But-
be careful.
Oh, I'm gonna put it somewhere safe. I'm gonna make something real nice out of it. It's gonna be real great. I got an idea. And he kind of like scurries along.
As he runs off, I'm gonna go, just don't put it near fire. I'm
Don't
gonna
take
look
care
at
of that.
Gron like, are you stupid?
He puts the live round in his pocket and runs off.
Are you stupid?
I look at him like, are you stupid? And then I do a Jim Halpert where I'm just like,
You look into you have a camera you can look into.
It's the only thing I had handy. I don't know what else to give a child.
not something that'll explode.
Well, all the kids in my village had those, so
And what's the mortality rate like? I'm kidding, I'm not there.
Oh, they're all dead. Yeah, so you guys walk up to the bar and you see Meredith there, and she's serving drinks and pouring ale, and she's really busy. She doesn't notice you without you guys getting her attention.
Meredith, hello.
And I'm just gonna very casually kind of brandish the tap, but like I'm not gonna like wave it. It's just like I'm kind of leaning on the bar, and I'm just like,
Meredith first looks to Hugo, and you can see like a sort of annoyed look kind of glaze over her face as she crosses over to Gron, and that glazed look turns angry and then glazes over to Zelgadon and down to the tap, and just quick as lightning, she just grabs it. She goes,
no.
"About time y'all did something, right?" She walks over and she slams it in a barrel.
You might want to sanitize that first.
She takes it out of the barrel, and there's a bucket of water that's in a wooden barrel, and she kind of sticks her whole fist in there and swishes it around and then sticks it back in the barrel. Good to go.
That's how that works.
good enough for me. I'll have one ale, please.
Yeah, how?
I guess you've earned at least that much, but
Yeah, let's
not
let's
too
talk.
much this time.
Let's talk. I think
All right, fine, let's talk.
we had. Did you happen to know that there were goblins down there?
The goblins in the sewers?
Yeah, lots of them.
I guess that makes sense. If you told me, I wouldn't be shocked about it.
Oh, okay, so fair enough. You didn't know. Well, see, what of our
What,
friends?
like 2, 3, 4?
No, more like 15.
Well,
to
okay,
20.
just stay away from the goblins. It's not that hard.
Yeah, well, hard to do that when you're being asked to go do something.
You're the
they
ones
happen
who
to
volunteered to do it. I don't understand why you look at
Yes,
me
we
cross.
volunteered, but usually with volunteering, there's some sort of like recompense of some sort. And
Are
I
you really
think that-
asking for
Not-
payment right
not
now?
to
No, no
mention some
payment. We just
sort
need
of,
a place
like-
to stay for the night.
Yeah, of course you can stay for the night. You pay fine. That's not the problem we have. Have you lost
Listen,
your mind?
No,
Your friend over
it's-
there shot a man in my bar less than a week ago.
This was regrettable decision.
Do you know how
but
hard it was to get this many people back in here, knowing that there was a man with a magic piece of iron that could burn you from 15 feet?
Well, you say almost a week ago, but I feel like we were down in those sewers for a lifetime. I think we might have earned...
You went down there at 6 o'clock. It's
some-
9 o'clock right now.
It may have been a lifetime for those goblins. I don't know.
We one of our party, she's in the infirmary. She took a blow to the chest, and she's not going to recover very
that
quickly.
Alisane girl?
Yes.
Oh, she was a sweetheart.
Yeah, so
I'm glad that she's all right.
she's expected to make a recovery, but
Oh, that's great news, yeah.
we're just expecting
You're still
that
paying
maybe
for a room tonight, or I'm giving it to someone else, though.
you're going to make us pay for a room.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to just let it sit empty without money.
How much for the room?
It's 2 gold pieces for the 4 of you. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
How about a
Okay.
discounted rate?
Roll me a persuasion if you can give me more than just that. Or else the DC is going to be pretty high.
Listen,
And we'd like
list-
for you to tell us about what that tape we recovered depicts.
One at a time. One at a time. Let's start
Okay,
with
alright.
the
My
room.
apologies.
persuasion.
What are you saying?
So, I figure since one of our party was downed in this fight, that maybe you could perhaps give us a bit of a deal on a room.
Roll me a persuasion.
Smooth talking.
So eloquent.
Love it, Nick.
That's a 7.
She's pouring beer for the 3 of you, and she takes the mugs over as you're speaking. And as you finish saying those words, she leaves 2 of them, takes one, and dumps it on the ground, and then she puts it back in front of you and leans onto the bar and says, Gron, you and I have had our differences. You know, I welcomed you into my bar. You shot a man in it. He screamed, scared away all my patrons for a night. You had the guards sitting around my inn for 3 days because they were worried you were going to start something again. And all through that, I let you stay. This morning, I tell you that my son has taken a tap. Your boy Hugo over there, nice gent, real kind, says he'll go get it
Thank you, much obliged.
as a form of an apology for what you had done. And I was ready to forgive you, Gron. I even poured you some ale just now. And you're gonna ask me in this moment if I can give you a discount on your room because your apology didn't go how you wanted it to? You'll be lucky if I don't have you sleeping in the rain!
I understand, but
But! No, continue! But what, Sir Gron?
I think I'll go to my
turn to
room now.
Zoka. Turned to Zoka and I was like, why are we letting the one whose smell didn't change after going to the sewers talk?
Don't know. I don't know at all.
Why didn't he get knocked out?
Alizane is she is the charm of our little group here. Of course she's not here when we need her.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna go to my room.
You
Here's 2
go-
gold.
Okay, he pays for all of you. Subtract the 2 gold from your wallet.
No prob. How do I do that?
If you boys wouldn't mind, I have other people to attend to.
Wait,
Go on, Zelgadon.
I just want to know about that tape. What is that? Just like a woman, or is it like a figure of some kind, or like?
She points to the door, ornately carved to say Carver's Keep. It's reversed from the inside, but there's glass panes inside of it. Carver's Keep carved in the window.
Mm-hmm.
She says, Carver's Keep. The first thing ever carved when the Pine Woods were settled. That tap. Embossed in gold to be protected. Been a part of this bar since it opened. The day that the pine wood was found. Piece of history. Not much more. We use it every night. It's a tradition. The loggers need their traditions, or they start to get superstitious. If they start to get superstitious, they stop working. If they stop working, we stop making money. And then the Duchess comes down from her mighty throne and smites us all. So it's a little important, and I'm glad you got it. Keep that Gron in check.
Gladly. Thank you. And I take a sip of my ale very gratefully, like, oh, fucking thank God for a drink.
Yeah,
It's good.
I'm gonna hang out down here and recover, and I'm gonna try and drink the smell off of me.
You try to drink until you can't smell yourself anymore.
Yes.
Excellent. Alisane, back at the first aid and residential care building, your eyes flutter open.
Yeah, I feel like if I wake up in a different place with no one I know around me, I'm just gonna go crazy and start swinging.
All right. You wake up. Your vision is foggy as you're trying to adjust to the light that you are not used to. And you see these white, misty figures all around, and you just start swinging. And then suddenly you feel your arms being grabbed and held down, and you're screaming. You're screaming out your friend's name. Gron, Hugo, somebody get over. And you're like reaching and you're trying to get a weapon, but you just can't. And you hear the most calming voice walk over and go, it's all right, you're safe, it's okay, you're safe.
I keep blinking the sewer water out of my eyes.
You're safe.
It'd be like that.
They have a wet cloth that they're wiping your face with, they're wiping out your eyes, and they slowly come into focus, and it's almost angelic, these white dressed nurses standing in front of you.
Oh, thank God I'm not dead. Right?
Oh, but you got very close. But no, you're all right.
Okay.
How are you doing? Are you all right?
Where are my friends?
Oh, they brought you here. They stayed for a little bit, about 30 an hour or so. But I sent them away. I told them that you would need till the morning. But look at you, you're already up. That's good. I would stay still though. Relax. Stay here for the night.
Yeah, I lean over the bed and throw up on the floor.
There's a bucket there.
I throw up in the bucket.
You can miss the bucket for sure, but
no, that's rude.
They are for sure prepared for that to happen.
Just the combination of the unconsciousness and then the immediate thrashing. That's the next thing that happens.
You better stay here for the night. Will someone please get her some form of ale? Something ginger. And they bring you a nice smelling, warm, alcoholic tea of some sort.
Lovely.
Drink this, you'll be good by morning. So
I drink my nightcap.
So what happened down there?
Well, we were sent down there to retrieve some sort of statue for the barmaid's son, and we were bombarded by...
Gabriel?
Yes. We were bombarded by, 15 goblins.
Why did Gabriel have a statue?
I don't know. We didn't ask a whole lot of questions before we left, which maybe was our bad. But the goblins...
Not much to ask. If someone asks you, just go down in the sewers and grab something. Seems like a day trip.
We thought it would be that simple, but the storm broke the water walls underground, so we were avoiding being flooded out at the same time as being attacked for having this statue because the goblins had decided that it was their queen.
Oh yeah, goblins do stuff like that. Yeah,
that's great.
It's pretty wild. Yeah, well,
but we're not dead, so
that's true. You're not, and that's really good.
That's a win.
Massive W.
Well, do get some rest, all right?
All right.
If you need anything else, let us know. And you drink your nightcap as you slowly fall into slumber. Now, Hugo and Zelgadon.
Mm-hmm.
You stay up, and you're drinking the night away. Camaraderie takes place as you guys are hanging out with different people and talking, and you're regaling your adventures and trying to figure out what your next step is. What are you guys doing?
After several ale, I was gonna go to bed.
All right.
I got a big boo boo on my chest, and I want to sleep the pain away.
You got big boo boo on your chest, and
Before you go upstairs, Zelgadon, that's a bit of a mouthful. Can we come up with a nickname for you? I would love to, like.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you can just call me Zell.
Zell, or I was thinking maybe like Ziggy or the Big Z.
and
what
he's
about-
saying
what about
this
any-
drunk, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, we'll just go with Zell. I like that. I
Zell.
think it's really
okay,
simple.
Zell.
Yeah.
I like it.
This conversation's happening as you guys are making your way up the spiral staircase that is that leads to the bed part of this bed in.
Hugo is
bed and
like
breakfast.
actively tripping going up the stairs, and so I'm like, making sure he doesn't fall back on me.
As you guys are heading up the stairs, you hear from a dark corner underneath the stairs, just psst, psst, hey, psst.
Hugo like drunkenly takes out his rapier towards the door. Who goes there?
I might. Let's put that away. That's I'm just like
The sword gets
flat
about
of my
halfway out of
palm,
its
like-
scabbard before Zelgadon pushes it right back in, and there is a
place, mate.
there's a table under the stairs and what seems to be a man in a dark cloak sitting there.
Hugo, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a man at the table there, and he's in sort of a dark cloak.
There's just one. I thought there were three.
No, mate, it's just the one.
Okay.
You go to bed. I can go talk to him.
Nonsense. I've never felt any better.
Oh.
Hello.
And so I'm gonna like really slowly turn around and start making my way down the stairs, but kind of sideways because I'm making sure Hugo doesn't fall on me as we go back down.
Hugo, I want you to make me a dexterity check
Oh fuck!
Cool.
at disadvantage.
Okay.
Of course.
5.
Come on.
He puts away his rapier and goes to make that turn to go back down the stairs after going up, and just his feet just get lost in the movement.
Yeah.
He's trying to look smooth, but he ends up just onto the ground. He slams, and the whole bar goes quiet as they turn and look to Hugo.
You just quickly and drunkenly stand up, swaying back and forth. I'm okay.
And I'm immediately like down the stairs, and I've got like an arm around him. Yeah, I'm just waving like
Everyone's cheering. They're going crazy as Hugo
Yes!
stands back up. It's like a party. Yeah! And everyone
I'm
starts their
wonderful,
slamming
aren't I?
drinks. And the music picks back up, and everybody's back at their old place. They're all happy and having fun again. There are
Is the
people
man
patting you
still
on
at
the back like,
table?
yeah, one more round. Never let him get you down. Keep going, yeah.
Is the man still at the table?
There's a man in a cloak at the table. And just the hood drapes down over their face as it looks like they're pointed in your direction. Their hands tucked within the sleeves of the robe.
Pretty weird to pick two people that are a little drunk going up the stairs to go psst to, don't you think?
You sit and wait for a response.
Hello. You there?
The figure doesn't seem to move or have any reaction to your speaking, just staring at you through the cloak.
Now, I'll have you know you have the pleasure of speaking to the most popular person in this bar. Now, please, make it quick. My time is valuable.
Would using my divine sense tell me anything about them?
What exactly does your divine sense do?
As an action, detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. This is out of combat. Sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any
any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, not on total.
All right.
One time per long rest.
You can try it.
I just used it.
You reach out to more, reaching out just minutes in the future. The Roman rules over. You just want to know if this creature's future is that of darkness or light. And you point it at this dark cloaked figure, and just nothing reverberates back.
Got it. Thank you. I'm gonna give him one of those, like, when you see someone asleep sitting up on the couch and you're like...
You lean over the table, and you reach across and begin to wave, and as you do, you shuffle the table forward, and you just hear the clanking of wood on wood as a broom falls out from under the cloak, and the cloak falls limp, just drifting to the chair, now fallen empty. And you hear from behind you sitting at the bar, you were there for so long talking with him. You actually thought, oh my god, I didn't think anybody'd fall for that.
And I turn around.
You turn around and you see sitting at the bar a gnomish figure, wild hair, slicked back, but the back is just poofed out. And he's just got ale in his hand. He's spilling it all over himself, toppled over in laughter. You know, I said that thing to trigger with the psst stuff like 30, 40 minutes ago. No one was walking up and down those stairs. I swear, I didn't think anybody stayed here. You doing the clap thing still?
Yeah, mate. You wasted
waiting?
my time, so I'm wasting yours.
Hey, wait, are you Zelgadon?
Who told you that name?
I mean, I'm not from around here, just passing on through, but I've heard about you and Alisane and Hugo and Gron, all the stuff you've been doing, the mystery you solved. You got the head of the logging camp locked up, didn't you?
See, Ziggy, I told you we were famous.
Yeah. Why are you asking?
Well, I wasn't expecting you guys to smell like shit, but it's an honor to make your acquaintance. I've been looking for you.
Yeah, and just like...
He grabs your hand.
It's just...
The slow reach.
You reach across, and he grabs onto your hand excitedly and starts shaking it aggressively. He says, "My name is Gimbledorf Heiferfarm. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Gimbledorf Heifer Farm?
Gimbledorf Heiferfarm. That's me, yeah.
Someone's taking notes, right? We've got this in the notes.
Yeah, can you spell that out for me?
No, maybe after.
Okay.
Ask me later. I'm something of an artificer, an inventor, if you would.
You don't say. I think you'd probably get along with me, mate, Gron.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about his iron wand. Shoots fireballs or something.
Yeah, of sorts.
I mean, I've seen a lot of wands in my day, but I'd be interested to take a look at it. I got something bigger in mind, though. I got this idea. I got this premonition. It's huge. It's gonna be giant. I need some help.
Go on.
Okay, so here's the thing. I want you to imagine for a second. Communication from long distances. No magic required. You don't need to be in tune with the magics of our great god of the future, Morgaine, just to be able to speak with someone from a long distance.
Go on.
Okay, not only that, but everyone can listen. And they track along.
Go on.
Okay, so I'm calling it a padcast.
Paid case.
Yeah, padcast, yeah.
Like shoulder
Padcask.
paid.
Padcast.
Like shoulder paid cased. But
It's not a shoulder pad, but cast is kind of right, yeah.
Mr. Gimbledorf, I think you gotta work on your naming.
Well, maybe we'll come up with something else.
Yeah, no, you better workshop that, mate.
First pass on. I think we gotta turn the power off and turn it back on again.
No. Listen, I've discovered this teeny tiny worm. Hold on. And he reaches into his ear and pulls out this long purplish worm that squirms in his ear. They're called pads.
Mate.
Okay, fine, whatever, but still, they're pretty cool.
And I like, because you said he's a gnome, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm easily like 3 or 4 feet taller than him, so I like.
He's sitting on a bar stool, so good luck.
Valid. Well, I still have to like lean in to like really examine this thing. Like, what? It's
You
a
lean
fucking
in.
worm.
And you just hear the tiniest. What? It's so small you can barely hear it, but you stick it in your ear, it's clear as day. They communicate with each other.
So is it like I would think something, and if someone else had an ear, had a worm in their ear, and I had a worm in my ear, they could hear what I was thinking?
What? No, it's not like brain. No, it's not mind reading or anything. You guys say it out loud, but the worm can hear it, and then the worm can repeat it. And when the worm repeats it, the other worm repeats it.
Oh.
I was the first. Would you believe I'm the first person to stick one of these little things in my ear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the first one to put
Zero.
this sucker in that audio.
Like, there is no pause between his question and me going, yeah.
Yeah, both of us.
Even Hugo, drunk off his ass, is simultaneously just like, yeah. Here, just, you're not gonna trust me unless you try it, so stick it in your ear. Just trust me. If it does anything weird, I'll buy you some beers. Both of you, I'll buy you some beers if it goes wrong.
I'm not putting that in my ear.
Yeah, mate. I'm gonna need a bit of guarantee that it's not gonna hit.
You just watch me put it in my ear, take it right back out.
Your stay is still a little questionable, my friend.
Hold on. Let me just... And he, like, leans over, and there's, like, an old man sitting next to him. He's, like, passed out onto the bar, and he taps him on the shoulder, and he goes, Hey, mister, get up. And he goes,
Oh, yes. What can I help you with? What is?
He's like, you want more beer? He goes,
Oh, yes, please. More beer would be great.
he, like, sits up, and... All right, all you gotta do, you gotta put this little worm in your ear. You gotta tell me what he's saying, okay?
Put the what?
Just put the worm in your ear.
Hand me the boy, all right, yes. Was a squirmy sucker, is it? Okay, in my ear.
Yeah, in your fucking ear. What else? Hey, stop like on me. You got 2 ears. Either one will do. Jesus. What? Put it here.
Those Jersey gnomes.
All right, let me just, all right.
He puts it near his ear, and the worm kind of squiggers in. Whatever fucking verb that is. Goes in his ear.
Squiggle?
Squiggles in. That's great. There's no pain. He's not, like, screaming in agony. It's just like a sudden shake. And then he goes, live from New York. It's Saturday night.
What is happening?
That was weird.
I look at Hugo.
Oh.
And he's like,
a place called New York.
He's like starting to like sway back and forth. He's
I
like,
haven't even heard of a place called York.
Oh, this is nice.
He's like, hey, see, he likes it. He's having a good time. Look at him go. He's squirming. That's good.
Well,
all right, give me it back. Come on, give it back. And he like reaches into his ear, like pulls it out. He's like, and like pop. And he's like holding it in his ear. And the guy's like,
beer now, please.
and he like gets him another beer and he starts drinking it. He's holding the worm. He's like, okay, now which one? Come on, either one.
Hugo, when you look back on your life, don't you want to be able to say that you put the worm in your ear?
You know, I think that's the first thing that you said where I felt like you've just truly gotten me.
That's what I thought, mate. And I pat him on the back like, you're up first.
Okay. Oh, once for luck. Oh, just say I've done it. And just get it right near the ear and...
Okay, it goes in your ear, and it squiggles in. At first, you hear like a... And then you hear a...
Thank you for installing Squiggle Worm. Now on to your regular Squiggle Worm programming.
I'm gonna be somebody someday. It's your bottom dollar, I will.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, now see, my idea is these squiggle worms, they love music. That's all they ever want to do, but that's because that's all they know. They only know music, they speak in music, they speak in rhythm because they're always doing the little squirming thing and it's always to the same beat. Now listen, with our minds, our intelligent humanoid minds, our advanced minds, we can tell them what to say. And so, say, we made a lot of these. Yeah, and we got everybody listening. And then we send, I don't know, a group of strong adventurers out to do adventure stuff, and they podcast it to everyone. Your names get out there, you get fame, you get fortune, you get notoriety. I get a cut, I sell ad space.
But this will pay our bills.
It'll pay some of your bills.
Well, okay, hold on.
It'll pay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Now,
it's...
what?
I look at
We're
Hugo.
gonna look. Yeah, we gotta think about the percentages, the gross monthly income.
It doesn't
the
really
amount
matter
that
way
you-
too much because I only got one worm.
Oh,
I need more worms.
how did you find this one?
This one I found, he was in my basement. I was renovating it, trying to make a place for us to play poker. And I was digging in the wall, and I found this little tunnel. It's about the size of a gold piece.
Secret
in
tunnel.
diameter, and it was going, and I stick my little fingers in there, and I pulled him out. And I was like, wow, look at this little guy. And I'm like talking to him. I call him Charlie for a little bit. And I'm holding him, and I get him close to my face, and I hit him. And I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? So I put him close to my ear, and he went. And then I heard the...
Thank you for installing the Wiggle Worm service. Now on to your regular listening.
You know what he says. You heard it. And then, yeah, next thing I know, I'm listening to some, like, country thing. And I was like, oh, shit, I bet I could sell this if I got more worms.
How long ago was this?
Well, I pitched this to a couple different people and had no takers. No, do the worm thing. I'm honestly surprised you put the worm in your ear. But yeah, I probably talked to about 3 or 4 other groups by now, and yeah, I would say probably been a part of 6 months.
Okay.
I mean,
Where are you staying for the night?
I was gonna sleep outside by the garbage. You always find good stuff when you wake up in the garbage. Your hand's on something, you pick it up, you're like, oh shit, it's a broken mirror.
Gimbledorf, oh, completely agree, mate.
You need stuff to make stuff. That's the thing, and nobody wants to give you the good stuff to make stuff. No one wants to put the fucking worm in here.
Okay. Why don't I think this may be a very good potential relationship,
Yeah.
and I think that,
Yeah, I think you guys can do a lot for me.
and then I just vomit right into the sign.
That's the second vomit of the night.
Can I get my earworm, please? I'm just gonna...
Yeah. Oh, fuck, it's really deep in there.
Once it goes in, it's like you don't even notice it, but like...
Oh yeah, but putting it in, pulling it out, you feel that. but why don't we take a night?
Uh-huh.
I'm not in the right mind to
Oh, no.
make a very wise business.
No, you just fell all the way down those fucking stairs.
I,
You hit that ground hard. Everyone thought you were dead. When you stood up, we were all so excited.
I may have a concussion, and I know I'm very drunk, but let's talk in the morning.
Can't get drunk with a concussion. Come on. Can't get concussion with the drunk. Can't do it.
I don't believe you're a licensed physician.
Well, you better not go to sleep.
Well, buddy, you'll be surprised.
All right, Ziggy, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, mate, me too. Probably best.
All right, I'll see you guys in the morning. If you need me tonight, I'm gonna be out back looking for stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
just roll
mate.
out
Have
our
a good
windows.
rest yourself.
All right. Are you
I'm
gone?
Just like to myself as we're going up the stairs. How do you even get in the bar?
All right, you guys go upstairs and you lay down, take a rest, and everyone wakes up in the morning as Lazuli makes her way back to Carver's Keep. Alisane makes her way back to I said episode 2. We're still in episode 1. Makes her way back to Carver's Keep, and that's where we're going to end it for now. The story of our 4 heroes, possibly with a new business exchange. On that, we'll find out next week. I have been your DM. I'm Alex.
It's a new show. How do we do this?
I'm pointing.
I'm Chloe. I'm playing Alisane.
I'm Dan, and I've been Zelgadon.
I'm Michael, and I've been Hugo.
I'm Nick, and I'm Gron.
And we'll see you guys in due time. Good night.
Hey, DM Alex here. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you enjoyed what you listened to and you want to continue to follow our adventures, there are a couple different ways that you can stay in touch with us and keep up to date on new episodes. First off, you can follow us on our Facebook page. We are at Project Icosa. On Instagram, we are Project Icosa. And on Twitter, we are Project_Icosa. We have new episodes coming out every other week, the 2nd and 4th Wednesday of each month. We were planning on doing it on Monday, but one of our sister podcasts posts then. So instead, we are switching over to Wednesday. We are so excited to go on this adventure with you guys. We hope that you stick around with us. Thanks.